everybody, this is timequestlab. We are on the project in the city of Portland, and I want to show you at this example how to lay the wires in the future escape room. So here is a big place. There will be 3 escape rooms, but I will show you as example one of them. This will be the Tesla game, so it consists of 3 rooms actually, this game. So there is room number 2 or 3. This one is the central one, and there one more room. So these 3 rooms will be Tesla game. So what we are doing here, first of all I want to tell you about the different types of wires. So there are 4 types of wires we can divide to do the escape room. First one, of course the easiest one, the video and audio, so to look at the players, what they are doing, microphones and videos. The next one is all the outlets that you needed for the escape room. It's like, for example, fog machine or some devices that you're using that are needed 110 volts. And third one is the light group, so you need that also wires for that. And the last one is the low voltage, 12 volts, everything which is connected and about the devices, puzzles and all that. So let's start from the videos. It is the easiest one. So you just we recommend to buy the analog cameras and any microphones. You can buy them in the specific stores. It's really simple. So let's look at the schemes. Yeah, everything we are doing, we are using the schemes which we write here. So this one is exactly about the high voltage wiring. This one, right one, is about the low voltage. So if we are talking about the cameras, it's written here, camera number 3 in one room. So we are putting them in the corner so you could see all the room, and actually the microphone for that camera will be exactly right here. At the same place. Camera number 1 for the central room, room number 1 at this corner, and camera number 2 for the second room at this corner. So why we are not writing and drawing the wires here? Because in different countries, in different states, there might be standards for that, and this part is the electrician who is responsible for that doing. This is not our work, and there are different standards, so we don't know how it will be put under the ceiling or in the walls or somewhere. So in these schemes we're just writing that from camera number 1 to DVR. DVR, it's the recorder which is placed in the reception area. In this case, it's in the far that corner. So yeah, we have here we have the whole plan of the whole building. So here is the Tesla one. So from all these cameras, here this room is the game master room. So all from here wires goes to the game master. So yeah, here it's written the same. So, and the last line here is responsible for which cable we are using, and this is the CCTV cable, so for connecting cameras to DVR. So it's very simple to connect the video cameras and microphones. You're just laying the wire to the game master room, then where they are looking at the players. The next one I want to talk to you about is the outlets. Outlets, as I told you, it's the devices, the fog machine or something which needed like high voltage power. Also the electrician is doing that. For example, in this room we can find this outlet here. So it provides us 110 volts. These are the phase. This one is ground. Sorry, green is ground, and these 2 are the phases. So the only one outlet in this room, and we can find it here. So it is written 110 volts. And for example, we can find that in this room there is also one more outlet, 110 volts, and it is exactly right there. So if you will see that they are connected in one line, all the outlets, they are connected to one line, and their wires are coming to the main switch box, which is right here. So yeah, it will be operated from here. They will have the switch for them, so one switch will be responsible for the outlet. So That's actually all. The next one, and this one is more interesting because I will tell you why. The lights. So, for example, in this room, in this exact room, we have two lights. Here and there. Also, yeah, the same situation, we have three wires, one is a ground, two phases. In this small room, we have one more light, which is right here. So, but the reason is we want to operate in different rooms with different wall effects, and what we want to control the light in the rooms separately. This is the reason that we need the wires laid by next scheme. This wire from this room, from this light, this will be the third room, so this will be the third group of light, and this light is going to this switch box which I just showed you before. These two wires, they're separate from the previous one, but they're connected to each other, these two in this room, and also this will be the group light number 1 and goes to the switch box. And in the second room, yeah, the third, the first and the second, in the second room there will be also one light, and it will be connected to the switch box also separately from these two rooms. So this all is written right here from light number 1, like all light groups is written right here, from light number 1 to electric box number 1. So this is the electric box, this is exactly the switch box which our schemes are located right now. So from light number 1 to electric box, from light number 2 to electric box, and they're not connected to each other. And here is written the wire which is responsible for that. So 3 wires, of course, as we talked, 2 phases and 1 ground, and the wire is 16 AWG. So really, yeah, they are really big. So how we are using these 3 groups of light? So here we are getting 3 wires, one responsible for each room, and they are connected to our light model, light controller. So, and this light controller is responsible for switching the lights in different groups. So it can be turned off in the second room but turned on in the first room, or like any way which we will write the software. And it could be dimmed, it could be flashing and doing a lot of stuff. So this is how the light is connected, and of course the power source is giving us from the main power switcher. The line goes to this box and gives the wire to the switch which is responsible for outlets, to the switch which is responsible for the light, which is connected to our light controller. So one input to the light controller, so 110 volts, 3 outputs to each room, and that's all. The last group, but the most complicated one, the last group of wires.
Sound.
Oh yeah. We have 2 more groups actually, one is the put section. So we have the sound group of wires. So as you know, we should add the music in the games. So in that case, we are using the system 5-to-1, but it could be any other system, but this one is just simple to use. So as you know, there is a subwoofer for each system, and we're using as an amplifier. So in our case, let's first look at the schemes and then I will show you. So this is a subwoofer number 1. This is as an amplifier. So it's written in the scheme so that from subwoofer amplifier to computer operator. So that's game master room. Audio cable. It's written here KMM, but it could be the analog of your standard is 26 AWG shielded wire. So from this amplifier, wire goes to the game master place where he is sitting, and we have speakers in each room. So 1 speaker for this room, 2 speakers in the big room, and 1 more speaker in the second room. So, and it's written here for that from each speaker. Yeah, they are written like SL. It means speaker left, speaker right, center. It's because of the 5-to-1 system, but it doesn't matter actually. So from each of this speaker, wire, the same wire which is 26 AWG shielded, wire goes to the amplifier. So let's look how it is in the real life. So we just placed our subwoofer here, and actually this outlet, you remember, it's here. This is exactly for this subwoofer, for this amplifier, and we are hiding this stuff in furniture. So here will be some desk located, and it will be just closed, and we are putting subwoofer here so that players are not able to get there. We're not hiding in the walls because just for you, just for our customers, if something will happen, then you will have access there in the future. So all these cables, so actually this cable is exactly the 26 AWG wire. So here should be 5 of them. Yeah, here it is, the final one, 5. Why 5? Because this one. Yeah. Why 5? Because as we watched on the schemes, there are 1 speaker in the third room, 2 in the central room, and 1 in the second. It's 4, and 1 more for connecting the amplifier with the game master room. So these wires, so we could see that this wire goes all the way through the whole place to the game master room, and the others 4 are just connected like this. There go, like for example, these 2 are exactly 2 speakers, which one will be to this side and one to another side for different rooms. So this is how our sound system works. It's all written in the schemes. I showed you how it works in the place, and the last one and the most interesting one is the low voltage, which sometimes we are doing because we can do the installation of that. It's a low voltage. Sometimes our customers do it by themselves, but you need to be really accurate with that, and you need to do it carefully. So this scheme works for this. So first of all, we have a lot of videos about that, how to connect it and all that stuff, and about our controllers, but now I will show you how it works in the real life. So these are our 2 controllers. This game is based on 2 controllers, and one side is the inputs, other side is the outputs. So just simply to said, the right one is responsible for sensors, left one is responsible for power supply of some elements such as magnet locks, such as LED tapes, and other stuff. So don't know where to start, but let's oh, I know. The whole system, so this is the system which is responsible for puzzles, should be connected to the laptop of our game master. So starting from there, starting from the game master room, we have the laptop, and the laptop connects to the first small USB controller, and with the common USB wire, USB, micro USB wire. And then starting from USB controller, the 2 wires should be laid to our room, to our system. These are wires, the power line and the communication line. The power line wired by the 16 AWG wire, so that's the strongest one. I will show you. Let me show you. I will find. Yeah, I will find it here. So here is the one of our controllers located. One of our controllers located. So this is the wire 16 AWG. This is the power line, which is between all controllers. I will tell you about that later. And this one is, you know that it already. This is 26 AWG shielded wire for communication line. So these 2 wires are coming all the way from Game Master's room. They are coming one by one. They are connecting all the controllers in the room. So they are first coming here. They are coming to this place. So you could see a lot of wires, and 2 of them, exactly these 2, these are power line and the communication line. All other the wires we will talk about a little bit later. This line goes further to the switch box, and in the switch box will be the light controller. It is also connected to the with the communication line, and there will be a power adapter which transfers the 200, in your case 110 volts to to 12 volts. Yeah, so 2 wires are coming in, 2 wires are coming out. That will be connected. So after it comes all the way here to that place, also you can find it here. So these are 2 are coming in, 2 are coming out. Here will be 1 more controller located, and at the last place here will be 1 more puzzle, which is actually, like, it's a special puzzle which is needed the power and the communication line. So let's go watching on the schemes how it's written right here. So here is on the schemes DT USB controller, written like that. Of course it's located not right here, it's somewhere here where the game master room. And with the dotted line, it's a communication line goes. With the, oh no, sorry, that's the power line goes, and the black line is the no, so I'm sorry, the dotted line is the 2 lines which are power and communication line. Yeah, the black line is between the puzzles. So this dotted line goes from the USB controller all the way, so right here through this door it goes like here to the first controller. You remember it is behind this wall. So the first controller, then it goes to electric box, then out of the electric box it goes to another controller. Yeah, from the electric box to another controller. It's written all here. And from this controller it goes to the timer. This is the special puzzle which is needed these 2 lines. So we've got these are like, this is the connection between our laptop, between our game master, and our controllers, between our game. Right now, what we need to do is to connect our controllers with the puzzles. So, what we're doing, we're coming right here. So, it's written here, our controller has 12 inputs and 8 outputs. As we talked before, inputs are sensors, outputs are power supply for magnet lock, LEDs, and some others. So, and it's written all here, and it's all marked RFIDs, it could be. So, and it's written explanation here in the description. It could be SW, these are mostly switches, buttons, red switches, and all that. AS, analog sensors, and all others. So, they're all written here, and that means that we need to connect this exact input in the controller with this puzzle. This one to this puzzle. So it means that from this controller, which is located right there, we need to lay 12 plus 4 wires. So like more than 16 wires. And if you could see that amount of wires, they're exactly those. So, ow! We got a lot of wires right there. So, and from each wire, for example, we are finding this wire RFID 1.01. 1 means that it is with the first controller is just comfortable to find. For example, this one, power 2.4, it means that it is connected to the second controller. So we are finding RFID 1.1. It's right here, and it means, so we can find it somewhere here. So yeah. These are those wires. So you could see that there are 4 black wires which are 26 AWG, and 1. This wire is 21 or 18 or 21 AWG. So, but we are using black ones, 26 AWG, for the inputs, for the input right side of the controller, for the sensors, and the white one, this one, 18 to 21 AWG for power supply, for left side of the controller, for magnet locks or other stuff. So it means that this RFID 1.1 wire goes all the way here to the wall, to the door, to this exact controller, and it stops right there. After we will put the walls, we will what we are doing next, actually, we will put some furniture here, also that our customers in the future will have the access to that controller. So it's all done, that here all the schemes are done, that here is some desk or some furniture is located, and this controller will be hidden in it so that the players will not have access to it, but the customer does. And all these wires are coming through the wall to this furniture, and they are all connected to this controller. So, what we were talking before, these are those four wires RFID and one for magnet lock. They're all 1, 2, 3, 4 black ones. We could find them on this scheme. These are 4 connected to this part of the controller, and also it's written here in the description. It's hard to see, but you will find it in your schemes after you get them from us, that RFIDs, here RFID written, is connected with 26 AWG shielded wire. That's all. And the magnet lock 1.2, we are finding it right here, so it will be connected into the second output of our controller, and the magnet lock, we are finding it in the specification, is connected with 18 and AWG wire. So it's all written here, and it's all like all the stuff that you see right here. All the wires, they're connected like this. So in yesterday, in one day, we connected. We laid the wires for 3 games. Actually, we laid more than 1 kilometer of wires for that game, for those games, because you see how many wires there are, low voltage for each puzzle, from the controller, as we said, to each magnet lock, to each device, to each sensor. They are coming, and yeah, that's what we did, and that's what we're doing during installation. Or you could do it by yourself, hiring your specialists and using our schemes. So that's actually all that I wanted to tell you about our installation process, and thank you. Hope to see you soon.